JavaScript is a multi-paradigm language. So what I mean by that, so generally any programming language would classify into two or three types, or one or more types. Like it could be procedural, could be object-oriented. Some programming languages purely object-oriented. They don't support procedural. Some are vice versa as well. Some are functional. Functional languages are not object-oriented languages. That's how it is. But when you take JavaScript, it is a multi-paradigm. Like you can write a procedural code, you can write a functional code, you can write a object-oriented code. So procedural is what we have seen it. Functional we haven't seen it. So when you learn anonymous functions and go to the higher level, you will understand functional programming. But as of now, our primary focus is into object orientation. So in object orientation it is not a technology, it's a style of programming. In that, what we say is like everything is represented as objects. Okay, when you want to write a piece of code, you construct an object and use the object for manipulating other things. That's what object orientation says. Okay, so there should not be any global values. So just like that you can't declare, or you can't have any global functions. Okay, these are the rules which is restricted. Okay, so if in JavaScript, if you want to eliminate these things, the first thing you have to construct is an object. Okay, object has a very simple definition. It's a key value pair. Okay, a key is a string. Okay, value could be anything. Value could be a number, it could be another string, it could be an array, it could be another function, it could be another object itself. Okay, like that. So a number, string, and array are normal values. When it is a function, it's called a member function, or what it's called properties. It's part of the property. And when it is an object, it's composition. So we don't need to focus on that. Okay, so this is how object is, like where you declare a variable and then give a variable name and start with the brace. Okay, the scope braces, and key is the say hello, and function is an anonymous function. Last time we saw anonymous function. A function without a name is an anonymous function, and give a value to the function. And the same way you can have a member variable and have a value towards it. Okay, when you call it, it calls the value. So let's copy paste and run this code here. So this is the last time which we saw anonymous function. We are replacing it. Simple thing. When we run it, inspect element console, we get the values. So hello and messy. Okay, so this is how it is. Like we are calling the function first, member function, using the object name dot this thing will get it. So typically elements of an object is accessed using a dot operator. This operator is like last time, every time we print a console.log, we see the console dot, right? So the dot is the operator which helps you to construct call the values in the object. The console is an object, it's a global object, and you call the function called log inside that object. Okay, the same way if you want to access the variable, okay, use the dot and then call the value. That's all. So this is simple about object oriented programming. Thank you, friends.